SP.2. All right, class attendance. So we want to see if there's a correlation between the grade you have in class and the number of days you missed. So on the y-axis, we see we have your grade. As you go up, the grade increases, so it ranges from 0 to 100. Classes missed from 0 to 10 days. Now, what I would expect as a teacher is that as the number of days you miss increase, your grade decreases. So we would say that that is a negative correlation. So let's go in and read. The scatter plot shows the attendance and final grades of students in a class. All right. So we just broke it down some. Let's look at the questions. What is the final grade of a student who missed 8 classes? So they're asking you a very direct question. We just go to the graph and we see that a student who missed 8 days has a grade of 55, right? So 55, all right? Final grade will be a 55. Do the data show a positive, negative, or no relationship? Now, if we assume there is a relationship, a negative one would be one where as the X or the number of days missed increases, the grade would decrease. All right, so with an increase in X, you have a decrease in Y. Or with an increase in missed classes, you have a decrease in grade. All right, that would be a negative correlation. A positive correlation would be one where the number of missed days, as they increase, you would have an increase in your grade, which doesn't make sense. But we're not here to make sense of it. We just need to figure out whether or not there's a correlation. So that's a positive correlation, right? So we'll say positive. We notice a decrease in class grades as attendance decreases, or as the number of days you miss increase. All right, so don't get confused with the language. And problem 3, write an equation of the line of best fit. So first we need to find a line of best fit. So again, the line of best fit needs to go through the heart of this data. All right. So let's draw a line again. It'll be approximate. It won't be the same as yours necessarily. Just find a line that goes through the heart of this data. All right. I'm going here with it. So there's my line. All right. Now, in order to write the line or the equation of the line, we need to know what the equation of a line is. Our general equation. That's going to be, get my black Sharpie, y equals mx plus b. Again, b is the y-intercept. That is where the line crosses the y-axis. So if we look here, we notice the line crosses the y-axis at 95. So the y-intercept is equal to 95. Our slope, m, is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. That's our slope, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And it really just tells you your incremental change in the graph. It tells you how much the y increases or decreases as x increases. So we just need to find 2 points in order to get the slope, because again, these coordinates are just 2 ordered pairs, or 2 points. So I can take this guy here, I'll call him point 1, and it looks to be 8. Okay, it's the one we already know, 855. And point 2, I picked something else that looks to be on the line. Shoot, I'll take the origin, right? Well, not the origin, but the value of y when x is equal to 0. So when you have no missed days, your grade is about 95, right? So we have 0, 95. So 0.1, make sure we're together. 0.1 and 0.2. 0.1 has x1, y1. 0.2 has x2, y2. All right, so we plug them into our formula. This is equal to y2, which is 95, minus 55 divided by 0 minus 8, which is equal to, put that down here, that's going to be 40 over negative 8, which is equal to negative 5. So the slope, or our m, is going to be negative 5. So I'll put equals negative 5 here. Y-intercept is 95, so y equals negative 5x plus 95. And what that means is, again, if you miss 0 days, you start at a 95. Our equation tells us that every missed day after, our x is the variable, it represents the missed days. Every one missed day, you can expect a decrease of minus 5 points in your grade. So if I plug in a 1 here, that represents one missed day, minus 5 points. From 95, you go from a 95 to a 90, right? That's what we're doing here, and that's why we create this line, so we can predict what's going to happen in the future. Or with, you know, some random case that you plug in. All right, use your equation to predict the final grade of a student who missed 8 days or 8 classes. How does this compare with your answer in exercise 1? So we see the person in this example actually has, we have one person who missed 8 days and they have a score of 55. The equation of the line that I drew cuts through that point, so we're going to end up with the same solution, but we can use our formula. And our formula states that y is equal to negative 5x plus 95. That means that if we want to evaluate this function when x is equal to 8, we get this. Y equals negative 5. And our x value in this case is 8, so we plug in 8 plus 95. All right. This is equal to negative 40 plus 95. And negative 40 plus 95 is the same as 95 minus 40, which is equal to, what's that, 55. And we know that's the answer because we can look at our graph and that point lies, it just happens to lie right on our best fit line.